Hi all, and welcome today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome today for our link building instructions and manuals and how to do it. So I know this is really time that we can kind of like go and proceed with some of the things such as link building because as we all say, things will turn around and based on like Google travel studies, 65% of leisure and 69 of business travelers really started a travel booking and planning process online, just searching on Google for hotels in different cities in based on your locations and everything else. And we have the unique opportunity right now to kind of like work for something that's going to influence that visibility in the future. And I'm really glad that we can both me and Stacy O'Reilly, who has join this call, can share some of the things how to do that and why is it important. So link building practices is it's building it's building kind of like two links and between two pages, and Google and other search engines sees as a very positive thing. So let's think, if it's not link building, it's like you're connecting with people, and how much more people that that's your value. So let's say that Google sees it the same way. So like Google wants you to Google is comparing your performances and hundreds of different values, and it's kind of like saying, like link building is one of the very important thing. And maybe this, let's say, hotel in Jacksonville, Hampton in Jacksonville, has more high valuable links than the other hotel. So it will say this hotel is more valuable to somebody who's searching for hotel in Jacksonville. So it's going to show your hotel above the other one. So it's kind of like each link is like a vote that tells, again, like to not only to Google, but Google is one of the best, and not only the best, I wouldn't say the best, but the biggest search engines. But it says this site is important. So we have worked together and created a couple of best practices, and we would like to guide you throughout it. So we use your hotel star concepts to compare your hotel link profiles. So we are really kind of like comparing your assess your link to other ones, and um, we have presented you, will present you to the one that you are not listed on, or at least the software doesn't shows your link as one of the listed ones. One of the things that I have learned throughout the link building process and working in this kind of industry is really keep notes. Create a notes section, keep the notes, who have you reached to, when, and did somebody actually listed your hotel? Is link working? Is all the app consistent? Is everything perfectly fine? One of the other things is like we have like Google can recognize this hotel has 100 valuable links, it has 80 valuable links. So like of course the one with 100 will probably be in a better position, but maybe they have more spam links. Maybe they have more links with a higher spam score. So that's why Stacy will show you when you can actually file recognize and see those spam scores. I wouldn't go with the links above spam score 30 or above, but it also depends if they're like your partner or you actually know about the business or organization. I would then think about it logically, should I or should I not? But you can always reach out also to us, and we can will decide what's the best thing, should we move along or not. So one of the other best practices is like user hotel friendly. Do not use your hotel friendly URL. Use the whole URL as shown in your browser, like of your home page of your hotel. One of the other things is follow your app consistency. It's really important. You don't want to send the search engine mixed signals regarding your name, address, or phone number. They really need to be consistent, and uh, you can always go back to your homepage of your property and really see those all the dashes and space should be kind of identical. One of the best lessons that I have learned: don't don't do it at once. Don't even try to do it at once. No, take an hour or two or half an hour and go through the process, go through the files, and keep notes of what you have done. You can find more about best practices in our best practices for link building file that's in the attachment. So to make your life kind of easier, we have prepared each individual property with link building correspondence. So it kind of includes like short story about your property, about the attractions, your location, your amenities, and it includes really kind of again your property information, your net consistency. And I will definitely ask you to double check that if you don't mind. And of course, correspondence letter per property will be included in an attachment. Now we're coming to the most interesting thing, and that is this link building intersect file. And I would like Stacy Rao to take over it. Thank you, Stacy.
All right, guys. So I get to do the fun part, which is going to be to show you what it is you're looking at. So on the screen, you should see the link building document that Marco is going to send you for each of your properties. When you're looking at it, there's a lot of information here. So let's just kind of go through what it is and what you're going to do with it. So this first one here is, you can see here, the positive targets, the negative targets. So this is going to be, the negative target would be your hotel's exact page information. And then these are going to be your star competitive set hotels that we're looking at. So they're going to be in two different places. So you'll see they're listed here. So A, B, C, and you can see here. So A is the Wyndham, and then B is the Marriott, C is this Hilton East Regency Square, et cetera, et cetera. And then all these little X's below are going to show for this URL which of the hotels are listed in there. So this is good information because then you can see, if you're looking through, you can see if there's more than one at any. So this one here, this Travel Age West, has 3 of your competitive set hotels. Well, that might be a good one to look to see what exactly they have. So you can click on this link, but for today's demonstration, we're going to look at this for USF. So when you're ready to, and like you said, just take your time. You're not going to get through this whole list in a day, but as you have an hour or two or some time to focus on sales efforts, this is going to be something that you can do to help your sales team, or for the sales team doing it, for them to be able to look for new ideas in new places that we might not already be involved with. So if we're looking here, we would highlight this and we would just come up here and copy this, and then you're going to paste that right into your search engine, right in here. And that's going to take you to the page where your competitive set hotel link is living. And you can see in this example, this is for USF Health, the College of Public Health, and they have a conference, the SHARP conference, coming up. So if you want to know, if you've never heard of this as a salesperson, you can say, when is this? Where is the venue located? Is it close to your address? Is this something that you could be competitive about? It's going to give you the information here. If you go down a little bit more, it's going to give you the information about how they would register. And then this is going to be, where can they stay? So this is the sites, they have it. So if you wanted to call and see what rate they were offering for this conference, that would be good competitive set information. And then you can see here, this is also telling you who you can contact. So while this event is happening or scheduled to happen in July of 2020, are they still accepting hotels for this program? Is this something that they do every year? this is great information for you to send that email, just inquiry about here. Here's some actual people that you could reach out to with their emails. There's a phone number. So there's all kinds of information on here that you can, that you can use to get business for your hotel. So this is one thing for one conference coming in July. The great thing about doing this, and I've found from when I've done this for different properties, is that you can, this is kind of can be a jumping off point for you. So you can say, all right, so this conference is happening at USF Health. What other opportunities are there for my hotel to be involved with USF Health? A lot of times with a lot of websites, you can search. And if you just search the word hotels, it's going to give you all kinds of information. So it looks like they have a list of all the hotels that are near the University of South Florida. So if your hotel isn't on this list, it should be. If this is something that's near you and you want to be a part of this, the letter that's going to be sent to you too is a great starting off point. Hey, look, you're selling your hotel. You can see here, distance is obviously a big factor for them because they're listing it on here. So you would already have all this information when you reach out to the contact for USF and see if you can get listed onto the site. There's this, but then there's also, is there another local college that would have a list? Are there other areas in the college that you can be a part of, whether it's for parents' weekends or graduation or, people coming for any reason to the college, faculty, hiring, any reason, athletics. I mean, there's so many different things that you could kind of jump off from this one point. So that's a great example for that. And like Marco said, you would want to make some notes because you'll want to, so say you want to add it in here, you just add a space for notes, and then you could put in here, who you had contacted, if you have to follow up, if there's other things that it generated from you, you could put it in here, you can put it right into your sales system, but just keeping track of it is a great way to do it. Another thing that we want to kind of mention on here is, you're probably not going to be able to get listed on starwoodhotels.com or holidayinn.com or Ramada. So, so don't spend your time looking at those, be, kind of strategic about it. But as you're looking through, realize that there are some things that you're probably going to have great success with and some things that maybe aren't going to have as much, but that's pretty much it.
No, that's a good point. Like, if you don't mind, Stacy, can you show everybody where they can find this spam profile?
I would be happy to. So the spam score that Marco was talking about is right here. So it's that first one right after the URL, and you can see that it's got the spam score here. So some of them don't have one, but you can see here, like he said, anything over 30%, well, Ramada.com is not going to be, a viable thing. So before you even start your list, if you wanted to kind of go through and just be like, that's a waste. We'll just get rid of that. Because this is your document to use as you need it. It's here for you to work for you, just to give you information.
That's really a good point. That's a really good point, Stacey, and I really appreciate it. So let me just reach out if you don't mind.
Nope.
Thank you, appreciate it. So this is kind of a glossary of terms, and it kind of like explains you what's a spam score, domain authority, page authority, so you can kind of like see the differences, what everything stands for, because those are all the things that in the end, it goes into link building, but it's more kind of like technical side. I really like the example, Stacy, that you have shared with the properties, because as we can see from Jacksonville example, that hospital, that college is in Jacksonville. And like you should also think about like what your local areas, websites, CVBs, chambers, hospital, universities, government, wedding websites, because those also represents your potential targets, your potential legal opportunities. Also think about like local sports leagues or teams. Those are really kind of like because those are the people who are you're working with. Those you're a local business. You're connecting with them, and this is just one of the pieces of the puzzle that goes into that. I really appreciate your time, and if there is any questions, please let us know. We're here for you guys, and have a nice day. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
your time. Thank you.